All right, do you guys have me now? I'm literally talking to y'all for about 3 minutes, not realizing that nobody could hear me. All right, there we go, everybody. We are live. That was another boomer moment by the likes of Sweet Baby Ray. Eloy, I think I said, I said, good job, risen up on panel today. You were under pressure with many people watching, and you definitely established dominance on that panel. SCO Panther, nice of you to see it, slumming it on our side of the fence this evening. Uh, what else? Hey, Todd, good to see you. Always pleasure to see Todd. White Claw, El Degenerate, Rookie Troll of the Year, coming at you. Savvy, good for you. Get back to work. And yeah, big W for Jeff yesterday. Everyone give him his flowers. So, introducing the straight pick race question. When you were on the community, how did you resist going live and jump past? Hear y'all? Am I breaking up or am I in loud and clear? Somebody's got to give me the. Is it still Robo Ray? Hello. Somebody tell me what we got going on. I was breaking up, which means I'm not now. Who's going live tonight? It's going to be Locksmith, Nunya, Clown Force, 502 Car Wash, Cali After Bread. Who's somebody relevant's got to go live. It's Friday night. What about NVCap? Maybe NVCap Fireside will go live. Good to see you, Control. Is your name like a play on the word troll, like control? Yo, you're hella relevant. Relevant? Oof. You're hella relevant. Visibility. Holy shit, that's right. It is Thursday. Oh, yeah, that's not my finest moment. Days are tough, y'all. Days are tough. Anybody watching the debates? Anybody want to give us a breakdown of what we're seeing? I haven't seen any panel type folks pop in, so just kind of up here rambling. Anything to pass the time on. Now it's dark on the road too, and that's what really gets depressing. And the octogenarians of the octagon. Yeah, I coined tonight's card narcissism versus dementia. It's I don't care versus I don't remember. That should be the title of tonight's debate, y'all. Always LARP. There has never been a moment where I assumed you to be Constantine White Claw. I think I heard someone say that maybe it was Constantine, but um, do people actually think that you're him or he's you? I was accused of being Alan and Frank and no username 5 for a long time. None of whom were me, by the way. Larpy, you want to come up and troll the community? I'm fucking lonely and I'm dying up here. It's a tough crowd. No, White Claw, I think a lot of people just hurl accusations around here, you know? We are Venom. Fuck yes. Who's that Sengiv? That's kind of what I thought too, man. I thought it kind of looked like. Dude, that is so painfully sad. Lonely Ray is the best Ray. That's oof, that one cuts deep, down to the core. So I got to tune into Alex's on Rumble for a little bit today. Tommy's in Colorado. Well, always in Colorado. The fellow that ran into his house and was apparently he's going to sue Colorado Pet Patrol for entrapment and harassment. Isn't that kind of fucked up, y'all? This guy just wants to talk to children, and there's people out there that, just get in the way of him. In the words of the Predator today, I believe it was fill you up like a gas pump. I really hope that guy winds up suffering the consequences of his actions, but we'll see. The Westminster Police will do whatever it is that they're going to do. I'm trolling control. The Predator was saying he's going to sue Tommy and the team for entrapment and harassment. It was insane. Like, the guy was in just total disconnection from reality today. Fuck that guy. Well, it looks like we have a little flirting down in the chat between Ellen and James Clinton. I don't know if that's gonna. If that'll turn into anything. Good stuff last night, gang. Was anybody in Locksmith's chat with some of the things that we, kind of took a look at, went over? We looked up the mission statement and the co-founder of NAMBLA. We touched on women against the registry, Miracle Village, and what they can do with gay while on the registry. We talked about King Gladys. That man's been the Predator. I found it. We talked about Megan's Law last night. They've been together for a minute. I'm always the last to know, Control. So, and I fell down the Karen Reed rabbit hole today for a little bit. Somebody wants to time out LARP. Feel free. Thank you for your sincere gratitude that is void of trolling, Busters. I acknowledge your acknowledgement of all that I am. So there's that. Good for you. Yeah. Yo, that lady does not like me, pal. Nor does Susan. But that's okay. We got our own little spot. I feel like my channel is kind of like the dive bar of the community. You know, you have to go down like 4 steps to get in. Ceilings are low. People still smoke indoors. It's like a throwback to the golden era. I fucks with it. Well, if nobody comes up, do we just end it? Go with that. Yeah, locksmiths is like I don't know, call it, you know, TGI Fridays, like a big old. Everybody goes there. Nothing's ever good, but it's always packed. Um, Nunez is the nightclub where you have to have a metal detector to get in. What other channels do we got there? Tommy Boy's is like that craft beer distillery where they serve it at like 51 degrees and they have the percentages on the wall and everything's super prim and proper and people drink there during the daytime. Uh, you know, Todd's is just a bunch of people drinking behind the Sunoco. And anybody else that I'm missing? Who else is? TBS this place. Yeah, TBS has a gastropub. Locksmiths is a chain restaurant. Nunez is the the hip hop nightclub, and I'm the dive bar in town, and people only drink it when they're banned from other bars. So I'm glad that we had this. FCC is the outdoor burger joint and bar at the pool by the private country club, where people pretend to care about the welfare of the less fortunate, but only behind their closed gates. And we didn't have a thriving conversation, Susan. So I don't know. At Chili's, you get a pill cocktail and a special padded room. Uh, who else goes live? Am I missing anybody? Oh, what about Demone's? Demone's is just like a hippie vegan cafe that has like nitro cold brew and zucchini muffins that are ethically sourced. Sam Clinton, that is a beer tent at an alt-right Christian Republican rally. It's not even a bar. He just has like a beer truck set up, at a Ron DeSantis convention. You're ending this shit? I just said I'm only going live till somebody relevant goes live. Yeah, my place has a jukebox with nothing but late 90s and early 2000s hip hop. And Nunya brings in like DJ Scribble and Red Alert every other weekend. If Javi's live, then drop his link in the chat. People can go there. Fuck, I might even go over there. I've never been in a Javi live. I'd actually rather watch somebody else live than be live. What up, Frogger? GTSY, Frogger. Dude, Nunya don't start the drama. Nunya is the drama. I feel like that picture, that's me in my final form. Yeah, no, I'd probably rather have more fun going to watch that, to be honest. I don't really want to be live. I just made all the phone calls I could, and I still got close to 3 hours on the road, and you motherfuckers just, you help keep me company from time to time, so I'm thankful. Yeah, word. Somebody has to have like a Waffle House type space where like we go after the bars close. You know what I mean? Everybody's done that at 4 a.m. Go to Redneck Hibachi, get yourself some smothered, covered, and capped hash browns. Is that Javi's, Nunya? Everybody, if you don't subscribe to Javi, feel free to go give him a listen. I will not take it personally if you head over there. As a matter of fact, if 15 or 20 of you head over there, I'll probably just join you, listen to the debates, and find out what this Javi fella is all about. Yeah, bad guy's built different than he does this on the daily, y'all. These long ass pushes on the road. Oof. It is not for the weary, y'all. That is true. Waffle House, if you're drunk at 4 or 5 in the morning, is it's amazing the things that you consider edible, after a night out. I didn't see anybody live. That's weird. Okay, bye, Nunya. Feel free. I see where your loyalties are. Just leave me here alone. Don't pull up. It's cool. Hey, guys. All right, so I got a little fun story time for you. I just thought of this. There's a truck that just passed me, and they're carrying a refrigerator in the back underneath a tarp. And, God, it's got to be 20 years ago. When I was in college, we were moving a refrigerator for somebody, but we wrapped it up like in a blanket so you couldn't see what it is in the back of a pickup truck. And we got pulled over by Florida State Highway Patrol, and they stayed there, drew their guns, and made us stay in the car. It's like 2 or 3 more showed up. Apparently that night, somebody had actually robbed it. Locke would call it an ATM machine, but it's really just an ATM. And we were, I guess, when the cops saw it underneath the blanket, they took every precaution. That was a fun little run-in with the law. Yeah, Nunya's gone. Say goodbye to the drama. Dude, Nunya stays pressed. For real. Koopa, good to see you, brother. Bro, Waffle House should have paid him for the free advertising. I'd be willing to bet that there's a pretty big correlation between people that listen to Jelly Roll and also enjoy eating a Waffle House. Yeah, it was wild because when they pulled us over, we were just sitting there and they got on like the megaphone, whatever you call, like stay in the car. And they had two or three more, and they walked up, told us to put our hands outside the window. They made the driver take the key out of the ignition, and I kind of thought they would laugh when they saw that it was just a fridge, but they did not find the humor in that at all. Hey, Brandon, just want to say good luck to you and the missus tonight at bingo down at the community center. I hope you guys did well. Is there anybody in the chat that actually enjoys long drives? If you do, you're a sociopath. That's what I was saying, Andrea G. Let Jelly Roll live. He's just the long-haired son of a... What is it? I'm just the long-haired son of a sinner? Is that the line? Something about far from home. I'm just the long-haired son. Y'all got to give me shit to talk about. I'm dying up here. Yeah, me too, Control. Jeff's broken hip is it's a dangerous individual. Needs to be obliterated. I heard Rami had a premiere today, by the way. Do I watch the WNBA? As they say in Spanish, el no. I mean, I watch the highlights from time to time. Got a lot of good perimeter shooters in the WNBA, but no, I don't watch the WNBA. Get well soon, K-Swizzle. Hope that you're on the mend. Yeah, I like watching him and his lady together. I also like everything that he's doing to kind of put a flashlight on the fentanyl epidemic. I think that guy sincerely has a desire to do some good in this world. People still shit on him. Who laughed at you, Jeff's broken hip? I think the Lakers drafted Bronny? Be wild, bro. That's like Joanna Man, the movie became a documentary. '55th pick. Oh God, y'all annoyed us here. Everywhere he goes, watch the goons are coming. Anyone that is associated with him, you are expendable in the community. Tread lightly. If you follow him on Instagram, I suggest you block Annoyed on all social media platforms. Okay, Jeff's broken hippo. Interpret things the way you got to. Wait, is Rami still a thing? Like, does he have actively catch or just go? I heard he had a premiere today. Yeah, it's funny, man. Anytime I see the highlights up there, it's obvious. I was about to say it reminds me of women's college basketball, but better. But that would make sense. It's literally just professional women's basketball. But I struggle to find enough time to watch my Knicks struggle. So I'm definitely not gonna bypass that or baseball or hockey or football to watch the Liberty or the Spark or the I don't know whatever teams there are. Hanoi makes the community better. Yeah, he's my buddy. I'm just busting chops. If he gets canceled, I'll go down with him. Fucking why not? Anybody see Demone's community post? He's rising from the ashes like a phoenix. I heard he's got some unfinished business. I would hate to be on the wrong side of Demone right now. I'm looking at you, Todd. Yeah, shout out Rami. Good for you. Put in that work, bro. His unfinished business is my dry, gaping anus. Glad that we know he has risen, Jeff's broken nipper. And it's been 3 days. On the third day, he rose again in fulfillment of the scripture. You see Red Hood in here? I don't see him in chat. Yeah, no, I don't. He's not in my. I had people. I think they went in after streams and just started banning people. So certain people are blocked, and I'm driving now, so I don't know how to get there. But let him live, yo. Yeah, I just went back to YouTube, but I don't see him there. Well, I don't see him, yo. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, we're not. Come on, no way. Don't be that. Don't be that guy. What are we talking about, Brandon? We're talking about men who go after older women for nothing but their money. Give me a minute, y'all. I'm going through one of those like crazy overpass, underpass, highway merging spaces, so I will not be looking at the chat. I think I am past it. Okay, cool. Cruising through Jacksonville, fam. So the presidential debate kind of sucks right now. I wasn't expecting much. You know, we all know Trump's rhetoric by this point, and you know, Biden can't string together a sentence. But that is what it is. I'm going to drop the link one more time, and if nobody pops up, I'm just going to send y'all to hobbies. No, Koopa, I have never heard of that individual. Send it to me on Instagram, though. What do you mean something popped up? Yeah, I'm off Atlantic Boulevard and Phillips Highway, Atria D, right by the Baptist Center Medical Children's Hospital. Andrea ain't doc shit. I just told everybody where I'm at. Have you ever been on a panel before, Andrea? Andrea G, just tell him where she's at because she's trying to subliminally shoot her shot at Gremlin. That's something I won't forget. I mean, the biggest age gap in the community other than Brandon and his girlfriend. Not Richard Nixon, but ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I got to fall back into it. I used to do a JFK one. I was wondering who you were here to meet. Oh. You want to go meet at the Folio Memorial? We can pour one out, tag up on the wall, pay our respects. I think he's from Jacksonville. What did Brandon do to Ed? What does that mean? Look in my eyes. What do you see? Is that like is that an Equalizer reference, y'all? Andrea D, are you big on that Bucky's hype or no? Oh, Brandon. He wasn't watching Golden Girls. He was in the Golden Girls. Grant the NV cap. Yeah, they were. There was a kid, Bibby, Lil Nine, and Techie or something like that. They did a song called "Who I Smoke," and they were basically bragging on each side, like people who killed who, and laughing at their mama at the funeral, and uh, yeah, just and their kids. 25 as a kid, way too young, way too soon. Sad. Any way you slice it, that is sad. There's my buddy Crystal Roach. Trying to think of a way to tie this into Let's Go Brandon since we're watching the debates tonight, but I don't see that being possible. You know? I've got a theory too of people that host panels. I think secretly at one point or another, like FCC with this music stuff, that guy definitely was like a college DJ, like back wherever he went to school at, NorCal State or San Diego Southern. It's what's going on, everybody? This is your radio daddy, FCC, here on another rockin' Saturday night playing all those golden oldies from the 70s till today. I think we're all kind of LARPing in a way. Whatever Opie and Anthony were, I would have liked to have been that. Yeah, King Von. Whoa, somebody just drove by me about 116 miles an hour. Maybe that was Savvy on the pole. Bro, Biden kind of looks like an NPC from Grand Theft Auto 3 back in the day, where like they never quite knew how to get where they were going. Part of me feels bad making fun of him at this point because he's literally somebody's great grandpa. Somebody could give me the gist of what Red Hood's saying, that'd be great. Everyone seems to be laughing. I thought Opie and Anthony started on, I thought they started in New York, but I could be wrong. If, tell you what, Red Hood can be a dick from time to time, but I hope that he gets with Grace Thorp, and I hope that he gets from her what he needs and then leaves her high and dry. So, yeah. Run it. That pole was fast as fuck, boy. Fortunately, my hometown to begin. Bubba the Love Sponge. Wow. Didn't Hulk Hogan, smash his wife or something like that? I'm a huge Jim Norton fan, Frogger. Actually, I got the opportunity to meet him a couple times. Very, very, very funny guy. Good reference, too. Not many people know who Jim Norton is, Frogger. How you gonna smash your fucking best friend's wife? Hulk Hogan's an icon, but damn, it sucks. Who else did I use and leave high and did you hear what I said, Red Hood? Of course not. Of course not. Oh, well, I just saw him. It's Redbot. Yeah, I don't. What is Thorp? What is Grace Thorpe, and what does she do? I was on a panel with them once, but I don't. I've never actually stuck around long enough. Is she like a travel vlogger or something? If anybody could write in the chat what it is she does. About to pull over and have some food, everybody. She's a lolcow. What about her dad? So somebody made a rumor about that. There's like a pervy dad-daughter dynamic. Is that true, or are people just talking shit? Is that real? Is that actually her dad, or is it just someone they play? Uh-oh. Looks like Redbot might actually come to the defense of his soon-to-be beloved. But little did she know he was only doing this to spin his web, to get exactly what he wanted and to be done with her, said the voice that appeared out of nowhere. That's all. No pray. That so is. But is it her real dad, or is it like a YouTube family? Like, that's what I'm trying to understand. Her dad once low-key threatened me after a video about his daughter. Oof. This is welcome to 2024. Remember when one-night stands were provocative, and now it's incest. That's the. She goes on Splurge saying rapid fire and N bombs, and basically begs for donos. Oh, she fit right in this community. Uh, yeah, the end is near, y'all. The end is near. Yeah, that was. I went on there once, and that's when on Jeff's community page he said Ray's spreading his YouTube wings. But it was like, I think it was called a fishbowl event. There were like 8 people from different channels and different spaces. I didn't actually talk. I think Grace was on there, but I didn't. I don't think her and I communicated at all. It was some dude who said he was from the manosphere. I'm super glad, friends, tonight that I got a decent early start going where I need to go today. This was incredibly clutch. Grace unknowingly passed 10 minutes away from my home while on an RV trip. Shoot your shot, Red Hood. Shoot your shot. Bang, brother. Okay. The top. So, am I missing anything from the Grace Thorp community, or that? I guess the other thing, where did B-Sox come from, and what is that space about? Because that's something else that I don't quite understand what it is. It's like, what is the B-Sox space? How did he? What kind of content do they put out? And am I missing anything? And I'm going to go on a limb and say I doubt that I am. Yo, so I would fit right the fuck in, Ellen DeGeneres. Let's run it. Take control. She's very nice to look at, but she's literally a walking PR nightmare. Yeah, just like what was it? Was it Hope Solo? Was that the women's soccer goalie that was just doing shit all around? Did you see the return today? I missed having him around. Gonna drop the link one more time before I. E-Sox is a drunk. They call each other Preds and do stupid shit. Wow. Okay, that also sounds like 73% of our community. So there we go. Uh, if Hope Solo is relying on 40-year-olds. It's good to know, Bang brother. Yeah, but this ain't fun for me, Serena. Like I like conversation. Granted, I tend to overtalk it most of the time, but still, it's much more fun when you have a partner to bounce shit off of. Let's see how far I am from my destination. I am 2 hours and 16 minutes, y'all. I started at about 9, so I've got a pretty healthy chunk of the road behind me, which is amazing. Makes me very, very happy. Very, 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 very happy. Going to Florida, Red. Big limp dick hanging off the southeast of the nation. Looks like we got a little skirmish in the chat between Matt C. and Brandon. Good on y'all. Serena pulled up on panel today. That was hilarious. I've known Serena for a minute, and I made a joke, and everyone was like super, like a bunch of white women were very upset and offended, and Serena kind of flipped the script on him. It was beautiful. It was so poetic. Serena always does great. Every time Serena ever came up on a panel, guys would shoot their shot. But did you guys hear that Serena died today? Do I have to break that news now? Always, Serena. Always, Fred. I get labeled with the bigot or the prejudice or the racist hat from time to time. I always find that to be kind of fun. Bro, Eloy's voice had some bass in it, and it dropped like 3 octaves. He turned into James Earl Jones trying to riz up Serena in the chat. It was our panel. It was epic. All right, controls coming up. We can have somebody else break their panel virginity. Let's see. I even just hit up Lord Cucksimp on Instagram. That most of you motherfuckers didn't know that he has one. I sent him the link. Let's see if he pulls up. Anybody's welcome. Yeah, Serena, I used to have this thing on stage whenever like progressive white folk would get offended at things and speak for people. I remember I was doing a show in New Jersey, and I said, you know what? Nothing says that you look at people as peers and equal quite like saying that you know what's best for them. And it was epic. Though it just shut down the entire opposite, the ops as the kids call it today. EG said, "Fuck this place" a long time ago. That mother, he's banned here, bro. EG died. He died in a jet ski accident yesterday. Yeah, Serena, there was like a table of like 8 women, and 3 of them were just going like really, really fucking hard on. And it wasn't just me that night; it was somebody on stage. And I said something to her. I said, "What do you do for a living?" She tried to pause. I said, "You an incredibly wealthy guy. Let me guess, he's Caucasian." And I said, "The Black Lives Matter, as long as they're not ones that date you or don't come behind the gates of your country club." And like her girlfriend started laughing, pointing at her, calling it out. True. There's a couple of moments of dealing with hecklers that stand out in my mind. That was one of them. And then I told her, I said, "Go have fun with quinoa, whatever the fuck that is, and you with that with a Range Rover to all fitness. Talk about all the charities you do, but really it's a allowance you get from your hedge fund manager husband who's already disenfranchised with you, and he's probably having a sugar baby on the side right now while you guys ignore the 3 kids you have and have a nanny, even though you don't have a job." Hello? Hello?
You're roboting hard, you're lagging.
Hey, what's going on? You're coming in through my phone, not my fucking headset, but I'll figure it out. You gonna break down this next Thorp thing for us, man?
Yeah, for the 5th time in like the past 6 months. She's just a girl, honestly.
That's just a
She's
girl?
just a girl. No, she's... So, this other girl who I was talking with, she introduced me to her, and it's like a whole other community. I honestly think it makes this community look like a playground. I think you're on a delay.
Is Grace over 18, I'm assuming?
She's like, I think she's 22. I'm like 23.
And does she like just grift, or does she have like the OF content? Like,
She grifts. Like, she doesn't, she literally just freaking, she just grifts a lot. Like, she goes on. So, like, what people were telling you about her dad, it's true. Like, they're the kind of people that won't play down, like, you know, like, they won't play down incest rumors just because they get more views and clicks out of it. Fuck knows if it's really going on or not. They're just not playing it down because it gets them more views. Any sort of attention or any sort of controversy is good in their eyes. So pretty much they fit right in here. So.
I mean, is she successful on YouTube?
Not really. She was bragging the other week about like 600 in she made in one stream. She made like 600 in donos, but once you factor in what YouTube takes away plus taxes, uh, she's looking at roughly like a little
360.
yeah, a little less than half of that. And you're not living off of 360 for the entire week. Not in this world, not on this planet.
And is her dad the guy that was talking about the guns that I was talking to on panel?
Yeah, he's the guy that said, I don't know, you'll find a video floating around somewhere of him saying, I'm a pedophile in the Greek sense.
What is the Greek sense? That's literally a pedophile.
So, like, he said, pedo equals kids, phile equals love. Oh, I love kids. Yeah, I love kids. And I tried explaining to him, yeah, I love kids too, but not in the way you're making it sound, you fucking weirdo. It's like, oh my god. Like, he goes out of it's like no matter how many outs you give him, he just shoots himself in the foot time and time again.
Do you think is like Jeff the uncle of that family?
I would place Jeff as the uncle, honestly. You didn't see the stream where like Jeff got on and like, oh, Grace interview, and then Grace was like, shaking her tits all over the place.
No.
You didn't see that?
Are you at your laptop or on a phone?
I'm on my laptop. Why?
Do you want to bring it up so
You cut out mid sentence. I think he's going into low signal.
No, it's for some reason like I was on my my headset, but you're coming through the phone, and if I don't touch the screen, like StreamYard normally stays. I'm having some real technical difficulties today, boomer status. But what I was saying is, if you're on your laptop, do you want to pull that video up for people to see who haven't seen it, or don't feel compelled to? Just if you want to, you can.
If I can find it, if my computer doesn't blow up. 1 second.
Would your computer die from cringe?
No, because I'm like running too many tabs right now, like a fucking idiot. Hold on. So it's on the panel channel. Of course, everything's on the panel channel these days.
Well, everything was on the panel channel till the creator of the channel passed away. Do you have anything recorded from Demone that he wanted to share with us before he died?
I have this note saying, I'm not saying who it was addressed to, but it was basically said something along the lines of, when the world will no longer need Demone, that he'd be there, but something about sacrifice and gay stuff. But anyway, let me.
You don't have a recording of Demone?
Oh no.
Yes, you do.
I think that's harmful. That's harmful to my CPU.
Are you really not picking up what I'm putting down?
Oh.
Can you play the recording of Demone, his last words to the community?
Okay, so you want me to play that first? Okay, fine.
Yeah, just play that first, because I know you got that right at that's on your desktop.
Am I sharing my screen? No, I'm not.
All right, he's trying to find the recording of Demone's last words, y'all. This is exclusive content, only on Sweet Baby Ray's channel. So We don't cuck the content in these parts. And this is totally Demone speaking, by the way. This is not doctored, it's not AI, and it's definitely not anybody impersonating Demone. So go ahead, Red Hood, play it.
All right.
Okay, you got that link?
Okay, I got the link.
Okay, Jesus, man.
My mind's not firing on all cylinders today.
I know, dude. I feel like I'm talking to Annoyed.
Okay, I'm gonna play it now.
Okay.
Okay. These are Damone's last words. Hey y'all, I just wanted to come on here and say, if y'all listening to this, more than likely I'm dead. Killed by CPP and all the ilk. But I just wanted to come on here to say that bad guy, I never fucking liked you, Mexican piece of trash. You know, I'm just kidding. I love you. I was like low key gay for you, but we're not gonna discuss that. And Annoyed. I'm not even gonna talk about Annoyed. He just gives me that much of a hernia. Fucking wasted on this last death video. Anyway, to my supporters, y'all just keep riding the wave. Anti-CPP. Hashtag Rip Demone. I died for a reason. I died for a just cause. I die a martyr. And no matter what they tell you, they may take your lives, but they will never take away your right to be on a panel. And yeah, God bless. See ya.
Do you have a file of anything he had to say to Missy?
Okay, yeah, so I have a file. This file. All right, Missy. I'm sorry it didn't work out between us. I wish I had more time. I wish we could have met in person, like most people would do, but we're not normal people. And yeah, I guess I tried too hard and only got so far, but in the end it just didn't even matter. I guess we had to fall to lose it all, but again, in the end it didn't even matter. So.
Oh shit! Fucking all right.
But yeah, Missy, goodbye. I love you. I don't though, but anyway. And yeah, that's it. That's all Demone had to say. Holy shit. This is coming to you exclusive.
Can you address Koopa's comment?
Demone ain't really gone. No one's ever really gone, They're with us, in spirit, in your hearts.
Fucking TC.
Yeah, he's gone.
He just transcended into something different. We've all been knowing that James is going to trans something for a long time. Bill Gangbang's getting pissed, bro. He says this is really fucked up.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he's gonna be like Ryan when FTK made that joke about him passing away.
Yeah, but the last time a Jewish guy died and came back, like a lot of cool shit happened.
Yeah, freaking
I think they wrote a book about it.
right. Yeah, that a lot of people would go on to physically violate over the years, but
And weaponize.
yeah, and thump, but you know, neither here nor there. But let me
So
get
you
back to what I was originally putting for Grace Thorp.
okay? Go ahead.
Plus panel channel. Everything's on the panel channel. Did they give this guy a shot of freaking adrenaline during the commercial break? Like, what the fuck? He's more lively now than he has been for the past hour. Jeff.
Will the panel channel give a shit if I stream it on my channel?
They shouldn't. Otherwise, you know, there's no way they fucking deleted it. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough.
Get him, Kev. Get him, Kev.
Ryan, the red button, a month ago. Private Jeffrey. Juniper, oh myself, Jeff Megalomania. The Three Ducks. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. They deleted it.
I keep hearing about Sterling. I don't think I was here for him. Who is Sterling?
Yeah, freaking, he was a guy that came up on Locksmiths and started, you know, trying to low-key rationalize dating 15-year-olds.
Was there like a black British guy on Locks for a minute? Am I remembering that?
No, it was like a white guy, like huge stoner guy.
Do you remember the black English guy?
Black English guy. I remember him. I just can't remember his name for the life of me. I remember there was a black English guy.
That's okay. I'm not fucking losing my memory.
Yeah, you're not losing your mind. There was a freaking... There's another guy.
You ever have those moments where you're trying to remember if it's a real memory? You ever have those moments where you're like, is this a real memory or am I like filling in the blanks?
Mandela effect. No, not even Mandela effect. It's just... yeah, like, did that really happen or shit? Deleted everything to come back, so I must have deleted the first panel channel dip. No, because it was here. Like, unless I'm going insane, I'm not seeing it. Like, the picture of Grace was literally, like, right there. Juniper, Jason Casey, Telly, Sabby, Fallout, Nonviolent.
What was Telly? Because Telly's been around for a minute, right? He was, what was his old name on YouTube?
I'm not even, I don't want to say it on, like, I don't even know if it's a dox. I'm not trying to mess around with that, but it was a name that popped up like often.
Okay, then we're thinking of the same. Okay, you're right. We're thinking of the same name.
Yeah.
Gotcha. With a different letter, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said it himself, but like, on the off chance that he did it, I don't want to be the guy who fucking, you know.
Okay. Yeah, after my year hiatus, there were new players and characters, you know, on this season.
I
There's
took
a
a
jellyfish.
6 month hiatus. I took a 6 month hiatus. I wasn't here for 6 months.
Was it the best 6 months of your life?
Yes and no.
What did you miss? What brought you back?
Honestly, Bupak. What happened with him?
Did they ever find out exactly what happened with him?
I have no idea. I have no like. It's like stories upon stories. Um, if he died on a catch. He himself initiated the thing, or someone else initiated it. It's like so many different stories that I just never got to the bottom of it. The people who know or who need to know, in the end of the day, and they know. So I mean, it's just sad that it have to happen that way.
I thought that would have been bigger world news, to be honest with you.
We're a blip, unfortunately. It's I don't think it'll. It made the local news for sure, but
Well, on Locke's panel last night, we talked about some cool shit, and most of the community didn't even know about the Cain Velasquez thing. Are you familiar?
oh yeah, he fucking yeeted a freaking Pred.
No, he chased down and pumped a bunch of rounds into the car of someone that was molesting his own child. He was the UFC heavyweight champ of the world.
Yeah, he freaking annihilated him.
Yeah, he did 8 months. 8 months in jail. That guy did.
I heard that they did catch Tupac. Yeah, they did. Someone involved in it, at least. That's wild. Fucking 17 years old. Shit.
Well, I don't know how familiar you are with this the Fulio rapper who recently died, but
Not too.
he's been around. Some of them are just kids, man.
That's the nature of where they live in. I mean, it's just the culture there is just,
That's not the culture of Jacksonville, man. That's like the YouTube murder rap cult. Like it's that. That's more like it's a zeitgeist, not a culture, because nobody grows up in that. They built their whole platform off murder, and it's insane, bro. They were kids, literally just kids. It's like the prank guys. They live through a screen as opposed to having like an organic existence. And it sounds like this Grace Thorp chick is kind of the same.
She kind of is. That's why I said, like, literally, as as much of a guy as I am, like, I'm not. It's just fucking shallow. Like, it's just shallow. It's fun to just go in there, just poke fun and fucking lighthearted trolling. But at the end of the day, fucking. I mean, her dad fucking Sparta kicked her on stream. I mean, like, something's going on there that's just not right. So it's just.
What do you mean he front push kicked her, like teeth kicked her in the fucking chest?
He can't be anywhere near her right now because they have a restraining order. She didn't put it on him. It was put forth by. I don't. For some reason, they cannot legally be in each other's presence. Because he got out of jail he was arrested for doing it. He got out of jail. And basically how I inferred that he can't be near her was basically a video police cam of basically Grace lying to the police that he was hidden inside the RV where they spend most of their time in. And the cop was literally like, okay, hey, nice try for lying, but, we got him. So.
Do you think and there's no real restraining order?
Dude, their whole family is fucking. The mom is just this. The mom's a weirdo too. The mom's like this. Like they subject themselves to like these. There's these weirdos on YouTube who, there's one of them who brings women up, and then his whole shtick is like he basically just degrades them verbally, sexually, and shit, and then they just nod along to it. They're like, yeah, I'm this, I'm that, I'm X, I'm Y, I'm a slut. This. And freaking both her and her mom went up there and basically willingly subjected themselves to that just to get clicks, and it's a whole fucking mess. That shit. It's like a whole other lore. It's like a whole other universe. It's like I'm trying to explain freaking Game of Thrones, and trying to explain them is just another book.
I'm like afraid to fall down that rabbit hole, pal.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, I tried. No, like I said, the guy fucking low-key threatened me, like, because I made a video reacting to her just splurging out, like having like a locksmith-style meltdown. You know, saying, you know, dropping N-bombs, you know, saying a whole bunch of shit. And I was like, what the, like, they're whatever, honestly. They have their own issues. Like, shit seems to be more internal than, honestly, than anything we can see. So.
And they're not making big money, you said?
It doesn't look like it. I mean, I could be completely wrong. I mean, someone else's money isn't my business. Tommy supporters, but it's the one thing I'm clinging on to is her bragging about making 600 in donos and claiming that she can live off that for the rest of the week. Sorry, honey, you can't.
I'm at Red Hood. There is a cultural phenomenon. Have you ever heard of a place called Buc-ee's?
Yeah. Are you at Buc-ee's right now?
Yeah, I'm literally at Buc-ee's right now.
What is Buc-ee's?
It is a gas station that is this big. Everybody, they have clean restrooms. Everybody talks about their brisket sandwiches and shit like that, but I don't. It's kind of like Cracker Barrel. Like, I'll stop there from time to time on the road, but I don't understand what the the cultural obsession is.
The real cultural phenomenon is Whataburger. Like, the one time I went to Texas, and then I Uber Eats the Whataburger there, and like I want to go back. Literally, if I go back to Texas, it'll be only because of that, the Whataburger. I never heard of Buc-ee's. How you cut out like big time.
In-N-Out burger.
I've never had an In-N-Out burger. Wawa is better. On my flight back, I had a Wawa. It wasn't that good, honestly.
$8 sandwiches. Wawa's pretty fucking decent.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, you're cutting in and out. It's like, it's really bad. It's on your end. You're in line. We have Whataburger here in Florida, and it's amazing. Best burger out there. I went to Texas, and literally, it was fucking amazing. Like, the burger quality, and then I ordered like iced tea, and it sucked. What would have made the experience like a 10 out of 10 is if I had sweetened it with at least some sugar in it. But I got it like, it tasted like mildly flavored water with tea in it. So but I mean, it was fucking boiling hot in there. So I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna gulp all this down. You know, sugar or not, but you know, that it would have been nice.
Can you hear me now, Red, or am I still gone?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Oh. Yeah, it's like I said, man, the weirdest cultural phenomenon in the world. People, they literally like fangirl out over this place, and people will go out of their way to make sure that they can get to they can get to go to Buc-ee's. And I don't know, man. It's
I
it's like
passed the Buc-ee's. Oh, now I remember. I looked at the picture. I passed the Buc-ee's. I want to say. Let me pull up a map. Map of USA. I want to say anywhere. Anywhere from no, it was after Georgia, wasn't it? Yeah, it was after Georgia. Somewhere in Alabama. It was either in
what's
Alabama or
going on.
Mississippi
That'll be it for
that I
me.
passed
Thank
the
you.
Buc-ee's.
Those are your own personal glasses.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah, it was in Alabama or that I passed by it literally.
Thank you kindly. Can I pick that bag? Sorry, Red. I'm just cashing out at the register. Appreciate you, Brandon.
No,
Have a good
yeah.
night. I'll be back in 3, 2. Dude, why doesn't Crystal Roach pull up and make him and TC make this a full-on 2021 reunion?
Did you just call him Crystal?
Yeah, that was I don't know if it was NDF. Somebody called him Crystal Roach.
Crystal Wishmanish.
That's marijuana in the same thing.
Oh, now you're breaking up again.
Breaking up is hard to do.
No, but it was
Am I
on
still
my way to
breaking up?
Alabama. No, you're good now.
Okay.
So I just left Georgia, and it was Alabama, somewhere between Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. I passed the Buc-ee's, and that's all I remember from it. I just passed it.
Yeah, man.
Oh God.
So what? Have you doxed your new job yet, Red, or no?
No. Not going to.
Not where or the company, but like I haven't talked to you since you graduated. Do people like? Does anyone know what you're doing? Like in a loose sense,
Oh,
or just no?
No. I know. I'm just making. I'm now firmly in possession of more money than I've ever had in my life. So it's just
Oh,
that's me. That's me. Not parents. Not no. That's me. Merited like out of my own merit. So
you don't have like an uncle, whatever his name is, that got you a duplex and a Tesla. What was that guy's name?
no, I don't get the. Yeah, his name slips my mind right now. All of a sudden, I don't know why, but yeah, I don't got the uncle that got my Tesla, the mention, Habibi, and I don't have a freaking just steady job, raking in the bucks.
I just because I kind of knew what you were. I was hoping something popped for you, but another time, another place. That's fine.
Oh no, like nothing in my field, like at
Okay.
all. It's just a regular steady job. I'm still trying to make inroads in that, and I might go back to school for something else. Something related. That way, I don't have to go to school another 4 years. I could just be in and out in a year and a half.
Masters in fine arts. Is that what you'd be going for?
Not even the masters. Because the masters in my field, it's not worth it. In my opinion, it's not worth it. Like a bachelor's in something else. Like maybe like a like I don't know, some sort of like something like what Cap is doing. Like some sports sports photography and shit like that. Some
Cap's doing that?
No, like he takes, he used to, or I think he takes photos for like for his son's football team.
Oh, okay. You know who's like a famous sports photographer now?
Who?
Do you remember? You're young, but do you remember a guy by the name of Randy Johnson, the big unit?
No, I don't remember, unfortunately.
Probably top 10 starting pitcher of all time in Major League Baseball. Guy probably made $250 million in his career. He has a, and he's 6'10". If you Google an image of him, you'll laugh. He just found a love, and it's kind of hard to be incognito when you're 6'10", but he's out there snapping photos for the NFL on sidelines in the end zone. I can't imagine he does it for the money. The guy just loves doing it.
He's 6'10" as a baseball player?
Pull up an image of him, dude. He was 6'10", left-handed pitch, played for Marlins, the Diamondbacks, and the Yankees. Maybe somebody else, I don't know, but might be the top 3 all-time in strikeouts.
Oh, now he looks familiar. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He looks like a giant just from like his upper body alone. Like I haven't even seen him, but just from his upper body alone, I could probably tell he's really tall.
Yeah, he's a freak of a man. You got any input on the Dr. Disrespect thing that came out? What's that?
No, I just saw the 6'10". Oh, Dr. Disrespect. I think it's one of those situations where you had people giving you the benefit of the doubt, and you just go ahead and just shoot yourself in the foot. It's one of those foot and mouth moments, in my opinion.
Wasn't there like another famous Onision?
Oh, Onision. I think I call him the male Grace Thorp. Honestly,
how was he famous? What did he do?
He was basically he did all these weird streams. He's basically like a really weird, creepy guy in general. But then he started getting accused of like by an ex of like, quote unquote being married to her like underage and shit like that. And then he got famous because of like his freak out. Like they took down his Patreon, and then he fucking went insane. Like he went full like psycho mode, like banging his head against the wall, pouring kombucha all over himself, crying, like destroying his shower, like freak outs. Like that's how he got famous towards the latter stages of his career. And then the whole Chris Hansen thing happened.
Oh, so he lost his shit before Chris Hansen.
Oh, it was before Chris Hansen, and then he called the police on Chris Hansen.
For what?
I don't know whatever came of that, honestly.
Why did he call the police on Chris Hansen?
Because Chris Hansen showed up at his fucking door. Like, I'd call the police on fucking, whoever showed up at my door. Like, some stranger, I don't care if, like, freaking... No, I'm not going to say Sydney Sweeney, because, like, I'd probably invite her in. But freaking... Like, let's say John Cena shows up on my door and be like... Okay, I'd literally just be so freaked out. Like, I would be like, oh my god. I'd be like, who the fuck are you? Like, am I being pranked? Like, I mean, this guy fucking, like, in his situation, I understand why he'd call the police on Chris Hansen. Because Chris Hansen's like, you got, like, a guy with a news crew just pulling up to your door for no fucking, unexpectedly, and you're like, what the fuck,
That's not illegal.
No, but, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand why he would have done it, because of, like, oh, it's my property, da-da-da-da-da, right? Like, some guys, like, pointing a camera through my window and shit like that.
I wonder if, you ever see when people have those signs on their house that say no soliciting? Like, I wonder if that actually acts as a barrier. Like, if you could use that as a... Like, does someone have the right to come and knock on your door?
No soliciting... Beware of the dog works, because I fucking learned that lesson the hard way.
You got attacked by a dog?
No, like... It was a combination of the dog beginning to bark, someone blowing their horn, and, I don't know, something really big falling down all in the same instant that produced the biggest scare in my entire life that I fell down and hit my head on a tree. Like, holy shit. Like that, like the dog barking, the guy honking his horn, and something falling down all came together to produce this big, roar thing that my ears heard. I got scared and I fell down, hit my head on a tree. Because I walked, a little too close to the beware of the dog sign. So, like, the dog fucking started barking. Taxpayers, regulation. Yeah, the most beautiful taxpayers in the world. Beautiful.
Who's this Sydney Sweeney that you guys are talking about?
Oh, she's fucking hot. She's like a new celebrity, like a new like celebrity girl. She's literally known as like the chick with the big tits. Like they make fun of her on SNL for having big tits. And her latest outing was with a freaking Glenn Powell, where they were like, "Oh, Sydney, I like how Sydney played up rumors that we were a couple despite her being married. She knows how to, it's weird. Like Glenn Powell, the guy from Top Gun. This event has ended. Oh god. I had no idea they were streaming the debate on Max. She's not hot. That's debatable. Are you still there? Or just cut out completely?
Yeah, I'm getting a DM from someone about the how horrible it is that we joked about Demone being gone. Some people take that shit real seriously, man.
Oh, fuck off. Like, get fucked. Literally, Demone and I fucking know how much we joke around with each other. And I know for a fact that he literally doesn't give a shit. So
yeah, and it's been so overplayed and ridiculous. It's kind of hard to think that anybody would take it legitimately at this point,
like it's fucking ridiculous. Like it's
Sydney Sweeney's very attractive, Ellen DeGenerate. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I just googled her.
Oh yeah, she's
Saying
literally
she's
freaking
beat. Okay.
beat by who? Like Hunter Schafer? No, she's not.
Who's Hunter
Not-
Schafer?
Not in a million years is Hunter Schafer better looking than fucking. No, not by a country mile. I don't know where your eyes are at, but that's her whole shtick. Like like SNL, like they made an entire skit about her working at fucking Hooters and shit.
I'm trying to find a picture of Hunter Schafer.
It's a waste of time. Don't bother. I'm not saying big tits equals beauty. I'm just saying that's her whole shtick in Hollywood. That's how they make fun of her, and they just acknowledge the fact that she has big tits.
Bro, she kind of reminds Hunter Schafer looks like a young Tilda Swinton.
Yo,
Do you
that's
know
a
who that
name
is?
I haven't. I know. That's what I was about to say. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Tilda Swinton.
That's the ancient one from the Avengers.
Yeah, yeah. Like, what was she? I swear to God.
She was in Constantine. She played Gabriel.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, from Constantine. I was thinking about that. Fucking
Do you
what
see what
else?
I mean with Hunter Schafer? She kind of has like a young Tilda Swinton thing going on.
Oh yeah, yeah, kind of.
Ellen
Yeah,
DeGeneres says
okay,
Tilda
okay.
Swinton is hot too.
Come on, I was watching something. Where is she? Oh, The Boys. She was in The Boys.
Is she?
No, not in The Boys server. No, the
No,
Boys
the boys show.
in the recent season 4. Like, fucking. The Deep has to hide that he has a freaking octopus in his room that he's like doing very inappropriate things with. And the octopus is voiced by Tilda Swinton. That debate was a bit worthless. Yeah, it was, honestly. What's Why can't we be together? Are you ashamed? Are you ashamed?
You bring a great dishonor to my family.
Yeah. That's she literally plays the octopus. Um,
The girl who can control the blood with her mouth or her hands. No, that's the daughter of the president of Vought. Did anybody else go live tonight, Red?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I don't
and
know.
why are you banned in my chat?
I would ask you that question.
Dude, I've never banned anybody. When I came back, there were like 300 names in my ban list. So I had to have somebody walk me through the dashboard of how to get to the banned list. And I cleared it all. And I only modded back certain people. And there's like at least 15 people that I can't see chatting. And I got to go back in through the Chrome browser, find the ban list. So it's tough to, I don't know who's doing that, but I don't see anyone do it. They said that they do it after I do the stream.
Yeah, that's a tactic people like to, people when they can't let shit go. It's like fucking after the stream's over. Oh yeah, because like you're gone, right? And then they can't see it. Only the people who linger can see it.
Right, and you can't see who blocked the person either.
Right. If you have a rogue mod, you wouldn't know it.
Yeah, man, that shit's fucked up. So nobody else went live tonight, huh? That's kind of fucking weak.
Make America bald again.
Mia Goth? I don't know who Mia Goth is, pal.
Oh, I'd say she's okay. She's alright. Rick and Morty, Make America bald again. That debate was a bit worthless. It really was, honestly.
Is she dating Shia LaBeouf?
I hope to God she isn't.
That's the image that I Googled when I Googled Mia Goth. He's standing with Shia LaBeouf.
They are! No! Running for your life, Shia LaBeouf. Killing for sport, Shia LaBeouf. Stab him in his kidney. Safe at last from Shia LaBeouf. Fighting for your life, Shia LaBeouf. Your mom what the fuck? Oh god. You have a rogue mod. I don't know. Shia LaBeouf, I know him from Transformers, so he's. I think that's what put him on the map, Transformers, honestly. Make America bold again. Make a medical
I think
bones
Shia
again.
LaBeouf was in Holes when he was a kid.
Who was that
Yeah,
organization that trolled the fuck out of him?
dude, Eloy was banned too.
Oh, he was?
Somebody, yeah, so dude, I'm telling you, it's like whoever had it like fucking banned half the community.
Bruh.
Well, no one else is gonna pull up. I'm gonna try to finish the rest of this ride. I appreciate you telling me about Grace Thorp, and I will make sure to keep my distance. And by keep my distance, I'm gonna try to destroy their channel.
No. Jonathan, is Operation Jonathan over and done with, or is that like a never-ending mission?
That depends. Why? What's your take on it?
No, I'm just saying, like he came up there. I mean, I'm not trying to, give the guy any flowers or anything, but that apology sounded somewhat sincere, albeit forced. But I guess it was okay. I guess. I mean, then again, you're apologizing, for making a rape accusation. So it's like, how do you even apologize for that?
The comment of trying to eliminate decoys and buy up catcher channels and console Tommy's son into the the pantheon of gayness. There's just the fuck is that, dude?
He's like the gay Palpatine. He's like, you would do.
Yeah, I mean, you call it Operation Jonathan, dude. I can't kick him off the internet, but I could be everywhere he is, and as long as a guy like that has a seat on a panel and a voice, he's the closest thing to a sympathizer that we have.
I mean, who the fuck in their right mind? I mean, I say who the fuck in their right mind, and then lo and behold, someone does it tomorrow. But who the fuck in their right mind is gonna have him on? Honestly, like the shit he's admitted.
Dude, people are giving him a voice all the time. How do you think I found him on panels, dude?
That's because that's before they were privy to his whole shtick. I think there's no hiding it now.
Yeah, dude, eliminating decoys and saying that it's okay for men in sexualized clothing pretending to be effeminate is an adequate way to read fables and stories to children.
It's disgusting. Like here's where Sydney Sweeney comes back in again. I wouldn't let fucking if Sydney Sweeney was placed in freaking swimwear in front of a bunch of kids reading story time, Little Red Riding Hood, that'd be just as gross as a fucking guy in freaking drag doing it. Like it's equal. Like that's what you have to do to kind of avoid falling into the trap of gay this, you hate gay people, this, that, and the other. You have to come up with other examples which are just as wrong. It sucks you even have to do that because it goes without saying, no one's fucking. There's very few people, very few amount of people that are bothered by someone else being gay. Like,
we've got something brewing down in the chat. FCC says people gave Clown a second chance. Jay Philly says Clown is one of Ray's dudes, and FCC says
him. The guy that apparently has like a file for doing that shit to, and then like what he said afterwards, that's another one, biggest case of, shoot yourself in the damn foot. It's like you could have had the benefit of the doubt of some people, honestly, and then you go and say shit like that. And people who say otherwise, they're just lying to themselves. It's like you go and say some dumb shit and you ruin it for yourself. It's like, and for what? To what end? You want to be edgy and shit? It's like,
Well,
I'm
bro,
not gonna repeat what he said because not in like
no,
no
that's
world I'll ever repeat that. But fucking, we all know what he said, and like who the fuck in their right mind says that? You know, innocent or not.
make it make sense.
I mean, yeah. In all honesty, make it make sense, honestly, because like with the amount of shit Ed's been given, um, and trust me, fucking fuck that guy, Ed. I don't care if you're buddies with him or not. Fuck that guy. But you know, make it make sense. Have it. I've heard some people say on here, even if you have a record, that's enough for me to cut ties with you. And lo and behold, ties haven't been severed.
What do you mean by a record? Because neither Ed nor Clown have a record.
Or like something, legally, in their history. Like I've I've heard certain people say, "Oh, if you even have that kind of shit with the legally, there's been legal proceedings and shit like that. That's enough for me to cut you off completely." And then lo and behold. Then again, you can't control who the fuck people are friends with. I learned that the hard way. Just it's like people do what they're gonna do. One can only control where who they align themselves with, or it's cringy speaking about it because it's like fucking like the more you realize it. I mean, you realize that you're best sticking to yourself, but at the end of the day, if you're by yourself and then everyone else is just being buddy with people, it's like fuck it.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to trust the legal system. If you persecute a guy that was not found guilty, then what's the point of having? I hate to. It's the same thing that Sam kind of painted it perfectly. We have legal proceedings for a reason, and if they don't matter, then why do we even have them?
I mean, in particular, my ire, like in the Ed situation, like my whole thing was against the people who claimed that document where everything sprang from didn't exist. That's just denying reality at that point. I mean, you can get into the semantics of calling him, there's people straight up calling him like, chomo this, predator that, it's and it's just not true. Like until the gavel is pounded, technically it's not true. And whether it's over, whether it's not over, I don't know how people can come to the assumption that it's not over or it is. How do you know for sure? Like, does anyone know for sure? That's a question I've been asking for a year now.
Yeah, I never wanted to banish Ed FCC. Dude, FCC is on one right now. He is locked in. I don't know if I have it in me to even have a serious panel tonight, Red. I was more than happy to talk about big difference between a not guilty ruling by a jury of peers versus a dismissal. I can't imagine a prosecutor or a judge would dismiss it if there was ample evidence to prove somebody. I could be wrong. Maybe they cared about their record and they wanted to pad their stats, but
at the end of the day, call me indifferent to it, but honestly, it's like I'm saying little about it because I that's how much I know, and that's how little I care to know. Like it's other people's mud to roll in. I'm not exactly friends with anyone. Clown has his friends. People have their own friends. I'm not exactly closely knit with anyone, pretty much anyone. So it's hard to just not be like just watch on the sidelines.
You
Right.
and you aren't close with Cam anymore?
I haven't talked to him in a while.
Oh.
Like ever since I literally, it was a few months, 1 or 2 months before I started working.
Yeah, you were riding pretty hard.
I'm sorry?
I said you were riding pretty hard for him, man.
Well, yeah, because he's my friend. And I heard he's going into the army now or something, I guess. Is it the army or is it the navy? I don't fucking
Yeah.
know.
I don't know. Well, I think Creighton's and so I wish the young man that hopefully it puts him where he needs to be. That would actually, I think, probably the best thing for him. I do hope that works out. I won't drag him at all on it, but
Yeah, I've wanted nothing but to be in pursuit since the beginning, honestly. Well, I lied. No, not since the beginning, because me and him couldn't fucking we hated each other in the beginning, but
yeah, he was nice. Just he unravels, associates, and he's a tornado behind him everywhere he goes. And he has the inability to maintain lasting friendships with people, and that's okay. He'll figure it out one day or the other. I said everything I needed to say. None of it was false. He has to go and make videos and do the childish thing, but we reap what we sow.
my one thing with him was the whole penny challenge thing, which I already talked about him with. It was just like I laid out how flawed that plan was. It was like fucking just like it was just basically just not trusting your supporters enough just to fucking say, oh, go around the country. I need X amount to try and hit, as we go along the country. And he involved the whole penny shit. I even explained to him how that made no sense. It was just a backwards way of thinking. It was just the entire scheme of that challenge was completely, it was more of a hindrance than, if you want to get to LA, you're not going to get there like that. You might as well just go. But
I don't even know what the penny challenge is.
It was a whole thing. I think it was when you were banished. You weren't here for that.
Oh, yeah.
Drop the link for FC. Oh gosh.
Yeah, if FCC wants to ride for Jonathan, he's more than welcome to. I've never cared if my buddies are buddies with my buddies. If Jonathan's welcome in your place, that's fine. Just anyone who says they want to eliminate decoys. Oh God, FCC.
Right, never left. Yeah, he was Alan.
Dude, Alan's still here, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
Yeah, just like I was freaking what's his name? Fonzie Fonzarelli.
Who said you were Fonzie Fonzarelli?
You, bruh.
No, I said you were Lalo Salamanca.
I told you I was Lalo Salamanca, but then you also said I was Fonzie Fonzarelli.
Oh no, I asked you if you were Fonzie Fonzarelli. I didn't say you were. It was just the fact that you used the full name of a fictitious character. It felt similar. Just its inception. It wasn't necessarily what they were saying. It just felt kind of similar.
No, it was definitely Lalo Salamanca. Definitely. But then
yeah, you were a dickhead piece of shit one night under that account. I'll remind you in private, but there was something bad going on one night, and Lalo was having fun with it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be more specific. There's a lot of bad things going on at any given point here.
It would have to be. Do you remember when a jilted ex of someone was making claims against people in the chat, and you were like, "Ray's not happy. People are being mean in the chat."
I think so.
Um,
I think. I'm not even sure. You're gonna have to remind me, but yeah, I was Lala Salamanca.
I just put it in the back chat. Do you see it?
Oh, her. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the most uncomfortable night I've ever had on panel.
Well, freaking.
Freaking what?
Well, her. Was it? So I get who, but like, was I having a go at her, or what was I saying?
No, that person was like really firing some crazy accusations, 360 degrees about multiple people, like wild shit.
And wasn't I shutting her down? I remember.
No. Well,
person.
no, you were just. It was just Lalo Salamanca said, "Ray's not happy. People are being mean in the chat."
Oh, like doing nothing to stop it. That's what.
Nothing to stop it, and just like kind of laughing at it.
Okay.
And I don't even know how I figured out it was you. That's the weird part.
I might have just willingly given up. Like, I don't know how, unless like you fucking hacked into my shit. But I gave myself away. I gave myself away. Like I love Breaking Bad. It's like.
No, I think I found out the same way I did with and like it wasn't a bad troll, but OJ was Cam's fluffy pillow for a little bit. Oh. And there was somebody else who was like Ray's orange visor. And when you go back and watch the live chat, if they change their channel to something new, it also changes in the live chat. If you go back and I was watching an old catch of mine, and that's where I saw the Lalo and the Cam's fluffy pillow turn into whatever your other alt was, and then back to OJ Simpson. So sometimes you can actually kind of screw yourself over. Kind of like, remember Nivea was Emily from PNN?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Why is that so funny?
No, because just thinking about PNN just makes me laugh.
OJ Simpson's in the chat.
OJ.
Yeah, it wasn't like a bad troll. It was Cam's fluffy pillow. And I was like, who the fuck is Cam's fluffy pillow? And then I went back in the live chat. And I guess he changed his name back. And I'm like, OJ, were you Cam's fluffy pillow? He's like, how'd you know?
His first partner's name was Spectre.
Spectre? Like the Spectre that comes on panel?
No, it was another. So CC Unit had another guy named Spectre. He would, but the thing was, he was like a banshee. Like, he would scream at the top of his lungs, and like fucking at the time, CC Unit wasn't overtly making it a goal to try and prove himself more masculine than he really is. But he back in the day, he was a little bit more calm and collected, and so fucking he had to let Spectre go because he was just being too much of a racket. At least that's how I understood it. Like, he'd be freaking screaming, like he'd like upset the flow of like an interaction, and you could see it back. Like, if those videos are still up, then you could see it.
Yeah, I don't know what changed CC Unit. Like, I wonder if just talking to too many preds fucking flipped something inside of his brain, or it is weird how he just kind of shifted out of nowhere.
The guy's a fucking. He's not a pussy, but he's just a bitch. Honestly, he's fucking. Like, explain the logic to me of pushing, like, barging a camera in someone's face, like, and invading their personal space and being like, back up, like I don't get the whole point of that, of doing that at all.
I don't either. But I've been It's funny, man. When it comes to confrontation, a lot of people respond very differently. You know, I made a very, very public offer to Cam if he wanted to, you know, box for charity or meet on street beefs. I would be his Huckleberry. You know, not everybody thrives in that, man. And I tell you what, pulling up on a predator, I don't care how many times you've done it. It's an I mean, you've done it before. Like, was your adrenaline through the roof?
Yeah, very much so.
You know, and he does a lot of those by himself. And I'm not making an excuse. I'm just saying maybe maybe that's how he amps himself up. You know.
Well, I mean, there's better ways to do that.
Oh, 100%. You're asking, you don't understand how. I'm not saying how it's okay or why it's okay. I'm just giving you an idea of maybe how or why it happens.
Right. I mean, and then again, you can't forget the fact that it's who the type of person you're dealing with. But then at the same time, you know, it's counterintuitive. Like, you're creating more of a hostile environment. Like, if you want to get the guy to speak, it's a good idea to create less of a hostile environment.
I remember one dude was running, and CC Unit was like, "Dude, I could run all day. I'll run with," and he was just jogging next to the guy.
No, that reminds me of the one that Alex did, where like he ran away. The guy was on like a bike, and like they went on the freeway, and then they waited like 20 minutes for him to pass, and he passed. I think his name was like Roger. No, not Roger. Roger was Canada. Roger, where are you going, Roger? He had another simple name, but it was really funny. They were trying to they caught up to him. They like. No, he was walking, and then they were in a car. Like, they went at like 5 miles an hour. Like, they were just riding like right next to him, like along the shoulder of the highway as he was just like walking. It was fucking hilarious. Look at you, you're squishy. Oh, I know the one you're talking about. Like the one where the guy I think they were on the boardwalk, and then they chased him around the boardwalk, and then like the guy wound up throwing up all over himself.
FTK really opened my eyes to CC Unit. You know, because I never really watched his side content. I only saw the catches, and I knew he was putting up numbers long before anybody else was. But then when he, do you remember when he caught the little, what was the midget's name? Ed Gale?
Yeah, I remember.
Hey, Mrs. Hood. You're not going to let your mom say hi to the chat, Red?
No.
Oh, I thought Brandon set a precedent. Do you remember Ed Gale?
The chicken guy?
He was the guy that played Howard the Duck or like fucking the Leprechaun or some shit.
I think he was the stunt double for Chucky. He was like the actor, not Brad.
So yeah, and like it was like, this is the biggest catch in the history of catches, sold to TMZ, and like I was expecting like a lawmaker or a children's youth advocate, and it turned out that's kind of when I don't know, I was a little bit like just meh on I don't know, whenever it started being real content. You know, you and I have been around long enough to remember when it was just a really small pocket community. Like if an Alex live catch had 195, do you remember those days? Like where that was a lot?
It was scheduled. You know, Alex would go live at night. PCI would do like a mid-afternoon. And then Ryan's would do in the morning. DP Mass usually, I think he did his in the morning. Like each guy had their slots. And then Courtney would do hers, you know, whenever the frick she wanted. Who else had like a very sporadic schedule? Musa, you know, whenever the hell he wanted.
FTK's got at least 15, I think. Yeah, put some respect on his name on The Departed, bro. Jesus.
FTK hasn't got.
But yeah, people that can't laugh at like the FTK's dead Jewish body and the rest in peace Demone, man. It's like at some point people just have to stop being so. Am
Now,
I
mind
being
you,
crazy to
no,
think
no,
this too sensitive?
no, but mind you, the reason Ryan went a little crazy is because he actually knows FTK. He's been in person with him. You know, they keep in regular contact, and it was one of those. I call it a bad place, bad time kind of thing, where he hadn't spoken to him in a few days, and all of a sudden he hears, "Oh, FTK is dead." Logically, be like, "Holy shit!" And then it's within the realm of possibility, obviously, that he's going to get upset about it. So it was just like a bad place at. I understand why why he got upset, obviously. Well, but that's understandable.
I didn't know Ryan got upset about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, because like he obviously knows the guy in real life, or not even real life, but like they work together, and then coincidentally, he hadn't heard from him in a while, so that I understand why he'd do that. But like, if freaking what's the example? If freaking bad guy comes on stream one day and be like, oh, what's another one? That Lord Cuck died, passed away, R.I.P. Fucking, who's gonna break down in tears? Like, who's gonna break down in tears, and who's actually gonna start laughing? Everyone's gonna start laughing because you use context clues, you use a little bit of your brain, and you realize that he's clearly fucking joking.
I'll never make fun of FTK for fuck, bro. FCC, like when he's not drunk in the hot tub, he's got some high level trolling.
Never cared for him. Honestly.
I don't know, man. FTK's got enough catches in his pocket that he's always a catcher. Like he's funny, he's a troll. Whatever, say whatever the fuck you want to say about him. He's Jewish and he's dead, but the guy's got enough where.
Remembers Nito, freaking what was his organization? Oh, Pop Squad.
Who, Nito?
Yeah, Nito.
Yeah, that was Prey on Predators. They were out of Connecticut, I think.
Remember when he started charging to teach people how to do it?
Was it Pop Squad University or something like that? I remember what he said. He's like, "I'll come to your hometown, I'll decoy with you, and I'll teach you how to catch Preds."
Yeah, he would have been it would have been like a reverse time loop. He would have become like the community's version of Andrew Tate before Andrew Tate was a thing.
Oh my God, that's actually too accurate.
Like it would have become like the reverse time Andrew Tate or some shit like that. But no, it's stupid to think that you could license this as a whole that any person can do.
What's your take on Jeff and his? I am happy that he appears to be sober and it's newfound. But what's your take on Jeff as a guy who's got tenure in the community?
What tenure?
Just means you've been around a long time. Like you have enough history to make assessments. Tenure, that's all it means.
Oh, I don't know. The guy's just a conglomeration of just like weird shit. What can I say? What can I right here, right now say about Jeff that hasn't been said already? Like it's the guy's an asshole, fucking. So.
Is this accurate? Does CPP have a decoy training program?
Back in the early days when I wasn't too friendly with Mr. Finnegan, I was more inclined to believe that he had like this whole training regime of like freaking. It's kind of like in Dune where they have like the class of just like, like the priests, where they kind of have like their training regimes and shit like that. I was kind of, you know, geared towards thinking that it was like a routinely fashioned, you know, almost religious sort of training method. But then honestly, like I guess it's like it's not beyond the realm of possibility of them having fucking like some sort of class or something like that. Oh, this is how we do it. Like if you want to, you know, do it with us, this is how we do it. You know, and it's step 1, step 2, step 3, you know, so on and so forth. Well, yeah, FDK would obviously be acknowledged. I mean, at least I would say yes. Obviously. They charge money and demand that you hand over all your personal info. Well, I'm not down with that, honestly.
I mean, the personal info, I guess, because the decoys are often who has to communicate with police, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I was about to. You know, I was thinking the same thing. It was like, yeah, you kind of have to. And that makes sense. But
yeah, because I've dealt with the cops with.
Right. Exactly.
I'll be honest with you on panel red. I've kind of got the itch to get one. I don't think people know how much goes into. It's like the catch is the easy part. I just don't have it in me to fucking decoy for hours and hours and send photos and screenshot and try to show up and get ghosted on. But I am kind of jonesing for one right now.
Well, yeah, you say that, you know, right up until you get, you know, one of these guys who only speaks Pashto, and then we have to spend like, it's like Planet of the Apes. You're like freaking
using hand gestures.
Yeah. Like you like see, ape, stupid, together, strong, or like me and Jay had to fucking, you know, try and communicate with that guy. Apparently, it was like he was literally like not even a week in the country, and he was already up to some dumb shit.
Were you around?
You're breaking up super hard. Just type the question, honestly. It's hard to hear you.
Am I not?
I can't hear you, dude. It's like you're cutting up. You're cutting in and out. It's like it's mad robot-y. Just wait until you get signal again. You should be better now, honestly. You're about to come back. Shouldn't be too long.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now.
I was saying, do you remember like when I think it was like my third catch, the guy pretended not to speak English, and then my decoy called the police and said that there was somebody there trying to grape a 13. Like he didn't tell him it was a decoy sting.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember. Like he was like trying to get away with passing that off.
Yeah, he tried the whole "I don't speak English" thing, and I'm like, dude, you were texting me, and then I speak Spanish well enough where like I said some shit in Spanish and in English, he just goes, "Oh fuck," and he turned out to be. Yeah, he's like, lo siento, pero no se habla inglés, and I was like, sí, pero yo tengo comprensión suficiente para este conversación, and he just goes, "Oh fuck," and then we found out he was married and shit.
Oh god.
And that was the one where literally my decoy told the police there's an illegal immigrant here to grape a 13-year-old little boy. So the cops showed up like 10 deep or some shit. Yeah, not my proudest moment, bro.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was back in the early days, man, where nobody really knew how to do this thing. We were all still kind of figuring it out at the time.
I remember once when Jesus called the police, and then because like he looked, but then it was out of his control. Like he was like, okay, red shirt. The guy has a red shirt on, but then fucking he was wearing a red shirt too, and then they were about to they pulled up and they were about to arrest Jesus. like hands behind your back.
Bro, Jesus is like the nicest kid ever, man.
They were about to arrest him. He's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, no, the guy's over there.
All right, brother. Well, I'm pulling off the exit into the swampland, so I'm definitely going to lose you. I'm going to shut this down. Hope you have a good weekend, Red.
All right, likewise. All
right, everybody. Have a good night in chat. See y'all. Want to see you. Bye.